next performer is dashingly handsome. He's witty, but not always. And he's your host for this open mic. Please welcome Nathan, sometimes called Rock and Roll.
Where?
Here. Nope, this guy. This is me.
Oh, hey. Anything
Prescription. If you remember the old RX. That's short for rockin'. No one got it. No. All right. So we've been very political tonight. I love it. There will be a lot of hopefully healthy discussions if people have discussions. I have my issues with both of the two main parties. Democrats, Republicans, whatever. And I'm not like a libertarian or anything either. I just like to do things a different way sometimes. It's tough calculus to vote. It's tough calculus to be responsible. But if you want to see immediate change, consider learning more about your local levels. That's not just because Dan's here. You might throw your vote at a president thinking, oh yeah, at least I vote for the president. And that's good if that's the thing you know about. But if you want to see change in your communities, change in your counties, change in your tax rates, your schools, etc., really think about your local elections, your city councils. I'm going to ask for your trust on this because you may be dubious when I first say this line that I want you to say with me. There's a little call and response here. I promise I'm hoping to offend all of you a little bit and inspire you all a little bit with this. And just consider historical context. You can do with it what you want. I got my own views. They bleed through on things. But I need you to say, you guys know how to say, I built a wall. No. I built a wall. Dave's got it. All right. I don't know if you heard him. Yeah. When I go like this, like I'm signaling awkwardly, I want you to go along and say, I built a wall. I built a wall. As theatrical or as blasé as you want to be with it. I don't care.
I built a wall.
Oh, you got it. You got it. I know you do. I'll just give you the signal, though.
I thought they were saying.
Build a wall. Nobody builds walls better than me. Build a great wall. Jericho wall built on Tel Es Sultan couldn't take the music. Qin Shi Huang built a wall. It kept out Gog, Magog. It kept the Huns out, but not the opium Brits. I built a wall. I built a wall. They were marching across the desert, across the border, across the Jordan, Rio Grande in droves. They were coming, drove across the border, cross the Yellow River, protect the borders. The king in Jericho sat safe. I built a wall. I built a wall. Sending people to have problems, bringing those problems. Left Egypt with problems. Their clothing was torn. They're poor. Problems. Drugs, rapists, promised land problems. Mongols poking holes in your wall. Falling dynasty problems. I built a wall. I built a wall. Got poison Skittles in my bowl. Refugees, desert stroll, dust bowl, Ark of the Covenant, walk around, blow trumpets, Manchu Ching through Shanghai. Took bowls, struck blows, handful, just 3 poison Skittles. I built a wall! I built a wall! They're going to pay for it. The wall just got 10 feet higher. Soldiers and convicts paid. 400,000 buried in the Great Wall. In the Great Wall, I said. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, and all that are with her. I built a wall! I built a wall! I don't need to declare an emergency. It's an emergency at the border. Keep away from the devoted things sacred to his treasury. Opium crossing the border by sea in dens for tea and porcelain. The fucking Empire West. It stood, it stands for thousands of years. I built a wall! I built a wall! Cursed before the Lord is the one who undertakes to rebuild this city. At the cost of his firstborn son, he will lay its foundations. At the cost of his youngest, he will set up its gates, those barren gates. barren land to promised land. The mountains are barren. That's why the West brought those Indian poppies. It's been pointed out to me that I forgot about a fourth wall, and there's all kinds of like metaphorical value to having a fourth wall in a poem about 3 walls. Yeah, Berlin Wall, whatever.